Good morning, y'all. Good morning, everybody. I thought it was very respectful to play some Al Green because we're talking about grits today.
Oh no, don't.
Y'all having a good Thursday morning?
Yes.
Oh, good. Well, if y'all didn't know, Al Green is one of my favorite artists, and this is one of my favorite songs. But we're going to go ahead and get started. This is Chef Destiny and Chef Aysa, Cooking and Learning with Care segment, and today is our informational video. So we're going to go ahead and get started. Good morning, Aysa.
Morning, Chef. How y'all doing? Hope everybody
good.
Great. Okay, today, beautiful Thursday morning. Sun is shining bright. Well, today is the informational section, and I just wanted to go over some natural cleansers, natural cleaners that have disinfectant, antibacterial properties, etc. It's always good to know, but I feel like it's especially good to know during these times of coronavirus. Okay. Vinegar in a baking soda solution. That solution can clean a lot of things in your home. It can clean out your washing machine. It can clean the grout in your tile. It can get stains off your iron. It can clean out your dishwasher. For those who don't know, vinegar is very good for preventing mold and mildew. So if you have like a vinegar solution you keep near your shower, after you get out the shower, you can spray it down and it will prevent the mold and mildew that sometimes comes in the bathroom. Some of the best natural disinfectants, they include alcohol, that's drinking alcohol, but it needs to be 70% proof. Hydrogen peroxide, vinegar like I talked about, boiling water, and essential oil. I'm gonna go a little bit deeper into essential oils. Some essential oils that have disinfectant properties. Now, disinfectant means a chemical liquid that has the ability to destroy bacteria. So those are eucalyptus oil, tea tree oil, cinnamon oil, lavender oil, geranium oil, lemon oil, orange oil, and rosemary oil. And for those who are not familiar with essential oils, you can find essential oils anywhere nowadays. You can find them at Walmart, health food stores like Whole Foods, Sprouts, Seven Nanda. You can even find them sometimes at Ross's, Marshall's, etc. Okay. And essential oils that have antibacterial properties. Now, the definition of antibacteria is something that prevents the growth or spread of bacteria. Okay. The other ones were disinfectant. These prevent the bacteria from growing, period. Those are peppermint oil, tea tree oil, cedarwood oil, lemon oil, lavender oil, eucalyptus, and lemongrass oil. Now here is a little instructions on how to make your own do-it-yourself natural disinfectant spray that has antibacterial properties. This may be good if you want to keep it in your car, wipe down your steering wheel. If you want things that come from the grocery store, like maybe boxes that you don't want to open yet, maybe you can wipe, to disinfect the boxes. Okay, this works best for hard surfaces. You would mix 3.5 ounces of high proof alcohol. That's alcohol that's 70% or more, 30 drops of any of the essential oils that I named. Okay, so you would just let 30 drops, count 30 drops into a bottle. Then you're going to use 1.5 ounces of distilled water, shake it up in a clean spray bottle, and now you have your own disinfectant spray that, like I said, you can use in a variety of ways. You're controlling it, you're making it, Okay, it works good. The alcohol is used as a preservative, if any of y'all might be wondering. And also, here is for your fruits and vegetables that come from the grocery store. We all know we should wash our fruits and vegetables. Okay. This is a natural fruit and vegetable cleanser. 1 part vinegar to 3 parts water. So if you want to have your own fruit and vegetable cleanser, that's very good to do. 1 part vinegar to 3 parts water. But if you don't want to do that, here are some store-bought fruit and vegetable sprays that you put in your fruits and veggies. Myers has a good brand. Rebel green fruit and veggie spray, and also Eat cleanser. But the 1 cup vinegar and the 3 cups water, it is known to kill 98% of the bacteria that's found on fruits and vegetables. Are there any questions about the information that I shared with y'all?
That's amazing.
Oh, well, thank you.
That, yeah.
Very good.
An alternative to, you know, what you normally may buy in the store. Sometimes there was a shortage. Back in March, April, there was a shortage in cleansers. So this is just an
Right.
alternative. Or if we ever get back at that point, which I hope we don't, you now know what to do. You can go to Whole Foods, you can go to 7-Nanda and make your own cleanser. All right,
Thank
that's
you.
all. You're welcome. That's all I have, Chef.
Okie dokie.
All right.
Can y'all see me?
Who is that?
Yeah.
Your Auntie Donna.
Wait a
Oh.
minute.
Yeah, I see Don.
Wait a minute.
I don't see you, Destiny.
Auntie! This is my other auntie. This is my auntie Donna. She is the best dog groomer ever for all the stars.
And that's what I'm doing right now.
Hey,
I'm grooming right now, Destiny.
It's Prince's favorite fan.
All right, y'all. Well, glad to have you, auntie. Thank you.
Okay, I might have to leave out a couple of times, but
Well, that's fine. If you're going to be making noise, we just tell everybody to mute themselves.
okay.
All right, so the things I'm going to go over today are the 7 foods you should be washing and the 7 you shouldn't. Some foods require washing because they contain impurities that can be cleaned off using water without running the risk of spreading bacteria to the other parts of your kitchen. So the first one is canned beans. Canned beans, you should rinse them off in cold water.
Right. Okay.
Fruits and vegetables, you should rinse them off in cold water. You should avoid soap because fruits and vegetables can be porous. So then they're going to absorb your soap. So they do have, I know we do as an industrial kitchen, we have fruit and vegetable wash. It's a specific wash that they make for fruits and vegetables. Now, I'm not sure if you can find it in the grocery store. I'm going to check it out next time I go. Also, inedible skin foods can be washed too, such as avocado, oranges, or stuff like that, where you're not going to eat the skin, but you should still definitely wash it because you don't know if they roll around on Timmy's floor and in the warehouse before it got
Right.
next should be rice with cold water because it removes the starches from the grains and any bacteria that is living in the grains. Canned drinks have been known to have found fecal matter, urine, all type of stuff. So you should not just take a can of soda, pop it open and drink it. You need to wash it off and then pat it dry with the paper towel.
Right.
Oh boy.
Canned and jarred foods. You should wash the outside because like I said, you don't know how many people done touched that jar of pickles before you went in there and grabbed it.
No.
Shellfish should be washed in cold water Also, salt. Remember I told you the other day, I don't really like mussels and clams, stuff like that, because it'd be sand in there. And that means people are not washing it properly. You cannot just rinse them off. You have to soak them in salt water so it draws the sand and the dirt out. And fresh herbs, you know you should wash those because those are grown in the ground, and just from the ground to the store, there's so many different hands that it passes. Now, on the don't wash list, and this is not my list because I don't agree with some of these. This is mashedup.com's list. But I'm just going to tell you what they said. But as me as a black, beautiful woman, I do not agree with it. So they say you should not wash your raw poultry.
What? I'm sorry.
They say it redistributes harmful bacteria onto your kitchen surfaces or your body.
Well, if you have it in the sink.
I don't like blood. I don't like the blood. Sometimes when the meat sits in that blood. So I wash mine off. I'm not going to listen to that, but this is what the mashup.com is saying. Bag salads. They are supposed to be pre-washed. And they say washing can actually increase contamination from whatever surfaces in your house if it's not clean. Also, raw fish, they say don't wash. I'm washing off my raw fish. It might still got some scales or something stuck on it. Like I said, not my list.
Dropped it.
Right.
Now, this one makes sense. It's eggs. Only time I wash off an egg is if it looks like it has some dirt particles, and I have found some on the shell before. So, because they coat the eggs with mineral oil as a layer of protection, you don't have to wash eggs. Pasta. Now, this is the adverse effect from the rice, and we want to wash off the starch. But with pasta, we want to keep the starch because all of your sauce and your meat juices and everything are going to adhere to the starches of the pasta, and that's what you want. Mushrooms.
Oh.
Mushrooms. Now, I don't agree with this. Mushrooms is born and raised in boo-boo, and I'm washing it. I don't care what they say. They say washing it, and it speeds up the spoilage. So I'm going to say this. Only wash them right when you're about to cook them. Don't bring them home and you're not going to use them till Saturday and wash them on Monday because then they will spoil faster. But a quick rinse before you cook them or eat them is totally fine.
Okay.
Turkey. They say turkey has salmonella and campylobacter, which is spread around on your tabletops and kitchen and your sink. They say people struggle trying to wash that 20-pound plus turkey. Only turkeys they say you should wash are brined turkeys because you know they have been sitting in the brine or whatever, but still, we grew up washing our turkey. I don't know where that turkey came from. And now we're going to move on to our big topic of today, which is grits. I actually seen a funny picture on YouTube where they had Al Green on a package of grits.
What?
They were called Al Green's grits. It was so funny. But do you know that you are supposed to wash your grits before you cook them?
Oh, wow.
Well, this is something that I just found out. So we all been eating dirty grits all our lives. So they say you are supposed to soak your grits at least 6 hours overnight.
Oh, my God.
Now, I'm here as a living witness that I ain't never did that, and I'm still alive from
Right.
Me too.
right before you cook your grits, they say you are to skim off any chaff, chaff, and hulls, hulls, that have floated to the top. The chaff and the hulls will never soften. Never. So the grits will taste undercooked and you'll find yourself cooking them to death. Now that is true. Now I do know that there's them chavs and them hulls that are in the grits. If you don't cook the crap out of them, it will seem like your grits are not done. So I am going to try and see if there is going to be a difference if I rinse off my grits now versus not. Will a cooking time process take long? So we're going to do that on the class coming up too. Now I'm going to show you a video. I'm going to screen share y'all a video of somebody washing their grits.
Y'all let me know if this is too loud and I'll have to.
Yeah, just mute your phone, Auntie.
Okay.
All right, so we're going to watch this video. No, why it's not working.
Does that include quick grits?
Yep.
Holy cow.
Okay, so everybody can see the screen?
Yes.
She's going to show how she washes her grits. Here we go.
Oh, okay.
That's a string.
The strainer.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Oh, she's washing until all the yellow stuff get off with it. Okay.
I'm good. How you doing?
So you wash them until they solid white?
Okay.
All right. That's all I wanted y'all to see was her actually washing it. She did lose some grits, and I know probably in my house with my grit, it'd have been like, you ain't wasting no grits. wrenching them off down the sink. You don't waste half of them down the sink. But it did take all of those black specks out. But I did my research. The black specks are not harmful. They are from the corn when they do the process of making the grits. But if you are skeptical or stuff wigs you out, then I would suggest you rinse it so you don't see those black specks or nothing. But I've been growing up eating them like that. But I am going to do an experiment myself just to see if they're going to come out maybe creamier or something like that without the specks. Also, when they say they are quick 5-minute grits, I ain't never been able to cook no grits in 5 minutes. Not the way I like them, for them to be really creamy. And I also use milk in my grits. Now, I know some Southerners might say, well, that's cream of wheat. That ain't grits. But I'm from up north and from down south, so I like mine made with milk. They're just much creamier to me. And I also put sugar in my grits. That's up north.
Hello, that's what I was getting ready to say. Yes.
I know that y'all Southerners love salt and pepper, but I'm half and half, so I like sugar in my grits.
Look, I do cornbread and buttermilk and sugar.
Okay.
Okay, wait. What was y'all talking about? Sugar in the grits.
Yeah.
What were you saying?
No, I was just saying that it's an up north thing to put sugar in the grits.
Okay. But is that good to do? Because I like to do that.
No, yeah, it's perfectly fine. It's just your preference.
Okay.
Okay, now we're gonna go over some pantry pests. Do y'all know what those are?
Rats and roaches?
No.
Little
Rats in
bug.
your pantry? Good Lord.
Well, they are pests that can get in your pantry, but I'm talking about the stuff that might be already in your product before you get it home. This is what I'm talking about.
Oh.
These type of bugs are weevils. If you heard of weevils, these are bugs that deposit eggs in your food.
Oh.
Weevils, beetles, moths, and mealworms. They all can have a ride in your pack of grits from the time they make them and to the time they're brought to the warehouse, to the grocery store, to your table. I've seen working in food industry all my life, and we keep flour and sugar and stuff like that in giant bins, but you have to clean those weekly or bi-weekly because things can get in there and deposit their eggs, and then you'll be having weevils and beetles and worms in your rice or your flour or stuff like that. That's why they say sometimes it's good to strain, sift your flour and things of that nature. So the best way to keep that from happening to your food is when you bring it home, take it out of the original package, inspect it, and put it in a airtight sealed container.
Okay.
Yes.
Next, what we're gonna go over is how fresh is fresh. Whenever you go to the grocery store, you shop the perimeter, choosing healthy dairy, lean meats, and fresh fruits and vegetables. You follow all of the healthy eating rules you're told to follow by health and wellness experts. But how fresh is that produce you're picking up, really? Is it newly harvested, fresh from the ground, trees, bogs, or bushes, or is it actually much older than that? Part of the answer depends on where you purchase your products. If you shop at organic, growers-only farmers markets, it's much likely that your produce is relatively fresh. If you're relying exclusively on a large national chain, supermarkets, it might not be as fresh as you think. So first thing on the list is apples. You know that apple season is much of the United States is in the fall. So if you purchase apples in April, July, or January, you're likely aware that they're either not farm fresh or had to come quite far in transit. Potatoes are another one. lettuce. Lettuce doesn't hang out for much. You know, sometimes lettuce only lasts a week or a couple of days, depending on how you store it. Tomatoes, spinach, and carrots. So I'm gonna go over, and you don't have to know these answers. I just want to see what you know and your regular knowledge, because I'm gonna give you the answers anyway. The first question is, grain moths often come in prepared food from store. What is the best way to find a source of infestation? Is it A, put out traps, B, look in whole grain foods, C, call pest professional, or D, inspect all dry goods?
Inspect all.
Very good.
Correct. The answer is D, inspect all of your dry goods. Next question. If you've never heard of it, it's a beetle. It's called a cigarette beetle, and they are a common store product pest. Which store products are they mostly commonly found in? Is it A, sugar and flour, B, cornmeal and oatmeal, C, dog food and paprika, or D, rice and coffee?
C.
It is,
Rice and coffee?
nope, this is for you,
C.
Auntie. This is C. Good job, Miss Betty. Dog food and paprika. Cigarette beetles are commonly found in dog food and paprika.
Okay.
3,
Yeah.
pantry moths develop from egg to adult in about what? Is it A, 3 to 5 days, B, 10 to 14 days, C, 16 to 20 days, or D, 3 to 4 weeks?
A pantry moth?
Yeah,
What?
develop
B.
from egg to, it is, Betty, you smart, yeah.
What is it?
B, 10 to 14 days.
Okay.
The
All right,
next,
I gotta run this dog out.
all right. How do mealworms usually spend the winter? Is it A, hibernation, B, as larvae, C, as pupa, or D, underground?
B.
It's B, larvae, correct.
That girl's smart.
Yeah. Indian moths are one of the most common of store product pests. The webbing or silk mat that identifies their feed are food and left is by A, adult moths, B, larvae, C, pupa, or A, or D, all. It is B, larvae. And the last question is, small worm-like bugs in the pantry are usually what? A, parasites that feed on moths, B, undeveloped beetles, C, larvae moths, or D, worker moths?
B.
It's C, the larvae moths.
I really said larvae.
So that's the end of our class today. I hope y'all learned some very good information. I know next time you're looking at your grits, you ain't gonna be able to miss seeing them specks in it now. I got 2 jokes for y'all today. So the first joke is, the wife says to the husband, "Could you please go down to the basement pantry and get the self-rising flour?" The husband says, "If it's self-rising flour, won't it make his way upstairs?"
I agree.
And the next joke is, and this is a little dope joke, why should you date a baker? And the answer is because all it takes is flowers to get into her pantries.
Destiny.
Oh.
I said it wasn't a dope joke. If you look into the chat box, I put in there my next class, which is at 1 o'clock. I will be having a guest speaker, my cousin from Cleveland, Ohio, Stephen Hudson, who owns Hudson Wines. He will be in the class today and we'll be pairing food to his wines. I really want y'all to get on the class because because he's gonna give us information how we can order his wine and have it shipped here. Whenever I go home, I always go and taste this wine, and it's very delicious. I told you the other day he was creating a Georgia peach wine from peaches from Georgia. So in the chat box is the number to get on the class, 729-836-0125. The passcode is capital B, lowercase ENSON 22 with the number symbol. Join that class today at 1 o'clock. Will be some good information. Also, next Tuesday will be our Thanksgiving meal. Aysa will be doing some things, and I will be doing some things. And then remember, Wednesday through Friday of next week, we will have no classes. I will be going out of town on Thanksgiving, Lord willing. If they don't shut down Ohio anymore, they already done put them on a curfew, and they not mandatory yet, but they're telling everybody not to travel and all that. But I'm still gonna go until they say that the flights are canceled.
There's nothing in the chat box.
Say what?
There's nothing in my chat box.
I don't know why it say from me to everyone.
Everyone.
Everybody got it?
Yeah, I got it.
Okay. I ain't got it, but that's okay.
Well, the number is, if you ready to write it down, you ready?
Yep.
729
Okay.
836
Okay.
0125. That's the code to get on the class. Now the passcode is capital B as in boy, lowercase ENSON, the number 22, the number symbol behind it. So Benson 22 with the number symbol behind it.
Okay, I got it.
All right. 1 o'clock. I want to see all of y'all in class.
Today?
And y'all,
Dot.
today at 1 o'clock. And y'all ladies, y'all single ladies, don't be drooling over my cousin. Because he is a handsome man, but he is married.
Oh, okay.
Y'all don't be drooling.
Well,
Okay.
thanks for telling us.
Well, I
That's
wanted to give-
information
I
we
wanted-
need to know.
I wanted to give you fair warning for y'all. To know.
And I don't have to be drooling from my mouth.
No. Auntie, you muted. I can't hear you.
No.
We can't hear you.
Yes, we can.
Auntie Pam.
You hear me?
No, I can't hear Donna.
Yeah,
Oh.
Donna's muted. Auntie Pam is okay.
Oh, she must be connected to her car. Well, we can't hear her something, or her earbuds or something.
Oh, okay. Yeah, she got on earbuds.
That's why. Okay, now we can hear you. Okay. All right, y'all. But we'll see y'all at 1 o'clock.
1 o'clock.
And we'll see y'all
Oh,
and
I'll
also-
see you tomorrow.
And also tomorrow. All right, Miss Betty, you all right?
Uh-huh.
Okay. All right. Love y'all. See y'all.
Love you
too.
too. Bye-bye.
You too. Bye, everybody.
Bye.